Even though Christianity requires faith, it's faith in a set of facts. Today, I want to look at a second piece of evidence outside of the Bible that tells us that Jesus really existed. It's me, Ezekiel, your friend and pastor or church lead here at All Nations Church in Oldham. Today, I want to introduce a guy, Publius Cornelius Tacitus. He was a Roman historian. He wasn't really writing to tell us about Jesus as a main character. It was as we find it by the way. So the quote is this from Tacitus. Consequently, to get rid of the report, Nero fastened the guilt and inflicted the most exquisite tortures on a class hated for their abominations called Christians by the populace. Christus, from whom the name had its origin, suffered the extreme penalty during the reign of Tiberius at the hands of one of our procurators, Pontius Pilatus. And a most pernicious suspicion, thus checked for the moment, again broke out not only in Judea, the first source of the evil, but even in Rome, where all things hideous and shameful from every part of the world find their center and become popular. Accordingly, an arrest was first made of all who pleaded guilty. Then, upon their information, an immense multitude was committed, not so much for the crime of starting the fire in Rome, the city, as of hatred against humanity. So here we find Tacitus writing about a great fire, and he says Emperor Nero was blaming the fire on the Christians because they were now not just accused of starting the fire, but of also hatred against humanity. This was the charge that Nero put on them, and many of them were persecuted and tortured and killed. The book is Annals, the Annals, book 15, chapter 14. You can find that quote there.